Hello, everybody. Welcome. no, no, really. So today's Sunday, March 22nd. It's about 10 minutes to 7 p.m. Okay, so I had talked about the this reading I was going to do. Okay, just one sec. All right, guys. So I'm back. I had to get the cards, and so I'm back. So anyway, so as I was saying, so I last live stream on Friday, there was a lot to talk about. And so I left out this part about the big picture. Okay, so I want to talk about it today. Okay, and also there have been a few pieces of news. I'll just cover them. Okay, so let me start with the latest news. Okay, because it's kind of interesting. Okay, just quickly. So first of all, today, earlier today, news came out that Rand Paul has COVID-19. Okay, so not only does not only does he have COVID-19, but he had taken this test, okay, and he went to the gym. He went to the Senate gym, and he was at a meeting or something. He had like a lunch with senators. So as all of this was happening, he was there. So it's like, are you serious? Are you serious? It's unreal, okay? And this is the person who was remember how he was postponing the vote? He wanted to bullshit his way to okay? So this is interesting, okay? So also Harvey Weinstein has been put in isolation in his prison. He has COVID-19, okay? And Angela Merkel, she doesn't have it, but she was put in isolation because her doctor was found to be positive, okay? So there, okay, so and the other thing, guys, is like this whole thing, there's a lot of contention, I guess, with this stimulus package. One of the things is that apparently that Trump, like one of the things that could happen, guys, and this is like, I hope it doesn't, but is that Trump wants a bailout for his own hotels. Oh, yeah. And so, like, can you imagine? This is like, whoa, okay? So I just quickly, okay? So like, project light, a lot of word. I step into it. I feel protected. I feel connected. I like to ask information from only from the high sources that create the good and only the good. Okay. So what about Rand Paul and him getting COVID-19? Guys, okay, I think it's serious, okay? And I've said this before. I think I said it in comments, but ever since this came up, guys, you know, it's so funny. Also, this, I know maybe there's a lot going on my computer, but I see this like electrical disruption. I feel like it's better instead of saying hello to me. They like, there's something here going on. I see this image of the vacuum. I told you about this vacuum cleaner coming, doing this, like he's like laying in a not a hospital bed or something, but some sort of like he's sick, and the huge like vacuum cleaner from the heaven or whatever it comes from comes and pulls. Okay, so that's my sense. I'm not that I wish, not that I, you know, of course I think it's not that I do not want him to die or anything like that, but it's like he denied that it exists and then he caught it, so that seems like nice karma, but still it could get worse because guys, still the thing you have to remember. I I sent it to someone the other, like just earlier today in the group. Rand Paul had surgery for his lungs as early as July. Can you imagine? Okay, so he has issues. I don't know. It was because of the guy. Remember the neighbor hit him or something there. So something happened to his lungs after the beating, supposedly, or something like that. So it's anyway. It's lungs. I don't know exactly what it causes. Okay, but oh my God, can you imagine? Anyway, so this is it. Okay, so tell me. Okay, so yes, it shows that I mean, obviously he's sick, and I think he was not feeling so great, and he was like, oh, I'm going to go to the gym, maybe I'll feel better. but it's saying that within like saying something like 9 days things could get really bad for him. So I wish, honestly, I wish him the best, or I wish him recovery, but I think they will understand. I mean, really, like, if they, okay, so the quick question, did he know it was he's a doctor, guys, can you imagine? This is even worse. Does he know how serious this is, or was he, it's just like a sociopathic thing? Okay, he's like, yeah, it could happen, but rare, never happens. Like, no, people are he believes that it was an exaggeration. Okay, so okay, so then why did he meet with like, this is what to me seems like almost the worst of all, is the fact that he's undergoing this thing, and he's so careless that he puts at risk his own colleagues. Okay, think about it. It's not just that they hate like poor people, you know what I mean, but that they have the sociopathy is a thing. They don't care. They don't care to preserve the health of others. Okay, yeah, he just like it's not, it's not that he did it on purpose, but that he thought, can't, it's like, guys, like I was saying, there's the whole idea of like, it doesn't happen to them, it can't happen to them. So okay, so the other question I have is this. I know this is like, kind of conspiracy, I don't say conspiracy, but I'm like, is God's revenge here? Really? Because I'm like, the people that say that it's not real, are they getting it? Is it, what is it? Could happen to anybody, they say. And it's also saying, I remember, guys, that some in the news I was reading about this, that he claimed that he needed to be tested because he traveled, and it's saying through the airports with the gatherings of all these people, it became very contagious. So I don't know where he caught it, but it's saying that it's possible. Okay, so has he exposed? Have other people in the political sphere gotten sick from him? The first face I see, huh? You know who I see? Turtle, turtle. I don't wish it because I see turtle and he's coughing. So it's not that I wish, like I said, I don't wish. No, no, I don't wish anything on turtle. No, I wish him nice soup. Yeah. So guys, this is crazy. Okay, you know what? There, I see a hand here. Recess because they get sick. They're gonna have to approve. Okay, so oh my God, guys, just cards because this is so like crazy. Okay, so I got organized cards and everything. Okay, so what? Tell me what's gonna happen to Rand Paul. Oh my God. Okay, so I gotta look at the cards and then I'll tell you. Okay, so guys, okay, so the cards here, this is something in the beginning, early stages. This is a card of like, it could be something frequent. It sometimes has to do with money, but I feel like in this case, to me, it means that this is early, but it's gonna continue in a very steady way. And this is a very bad card. It's a lot of stress, also blackmail, but also could be heart. If he has any heart issues, okay, it could exacerbate. Okay, that's what it's indicating. Now here, an answer, something important. An answer could be that he got the answer that he is now. The woman could be wife or someone, doesn't necessarily matter who. Now this is a card of change. Okay, sometimes it means like, oh, this could be that he traveled or caught it through a woman. Also, okay, so that, okay, sometimes, in conjunction with specific cards, it could mean something like that. Now, love upside down is upsetting. Okay, something upsetting, of course, right? Okay, so then hopeless. And then we have here negative message. So he's really upset that he got this. I think, showing here this. Now this is interesting. A lot of money. I think this shows that what he was doing in Congress. Okay, he was like he was fighting Congress to the money situation and getting to a deal. Okay, he wanted to get to get to this. So he's saying for himself, he's upset at this diagnosis, but he's also upset that he makes him, oh my God, you know, sometimes it's like believing this shit is like, it's unreal, but it's like, oh, it makes me look bad because here I am saying that to my constituents it's not that big deal, but here I am, I caught it, so it's going to make me look bad. Okay. And there's something I feel like he really wants to be present in, like trying to stop people from getting money. So okay, let me just ask, could he die from it? I'm just going to see if I can understand. They're saying yes, but let's see, is he going to be okay, or what's going to happen next as far as health? Ooh, waiting. I mean, bless him. Okay, I mean, really, like it's, oh, guys, I have a lot to say about it. Okay. Okay, so okay, so here, guys, is waiting, or he's compromised. Okay, this is quid pro quo debts, and this is also issues with money. So I think it could be many things, but I think essentially it could be the whole thing they're trying to vote on. Now, anchor means, you think about a disease, like he's an anchor. It's caught onto him. It could also mean a long time. And then you have, sometimes it means disease, but in this case, you know, so could mean that could be fatal. I'm not saying you will, okay, but it's also, this means that he could give it to other. This is Congress. It could be the law, could be Congress. So, or the Senate or whatever. Okay, so long time, or many could die from the Senate. Okay, that's what it's saying. Okay, and then now this is the people that are ass kissers. So the ass kissers are gonna, they could suffer. Okay, now this is very interesting because this card, guys, means trap. So a person is trapped. A lot of times it means prison, but in the case of the coronavirus specifically, it means that people could go on quarantine. Okay, so those people could. It essentially suggests that the Senate could go on quarantine. Okay, just get the same types of cards. And here's the orange man. Okay, Trump. So that the people, this is what is interesting, this quarantine card here is next to Trump. So okay, so guys, you know, I'm hearing whispers like he could have passed it on to Trump. I think Trump has been exposed by many people. Okay, so no, you know what I mean, so people connected to Trump, and this, okay, so then we have now the deal upside down. Guys, you know, can I tell you, this is it's a weird card to get. This is so speedy, right? Look at the long sigh. But you know what? So, you know, in Portuguese, and I think a lot of Latin-based languages, so suspirar means, so speedy means sigh, but it's, um, but it's also, it has to do with breathing. Okay, suspiro. It's like sort of like the last word. Okay, I'm serious. Okay, could be longing, but it's suspiro. Okay, so it's also the word for breath. So, okay, so, and then we have the conversation, the connect. I think this, like I said, there's a connection. Whoever he's connected to could also be compromised. I mean, like I said, I don't wish, like I was kind of, you know, not gleeful that he caught it because it's real, people see it's real, but I think there's more consequences to this, including that Senate could close, okay, or something like that, because more people could get sick. Okay. Okay, so what about Harvey Weinstein? Okay, just I was thinking of his face. What's his name? Yeah, I don't know. Also not good for him. What about him? Is it gonna? Oh, oh, devil! Recognize that devil coming. Gamblers. Yeah. So So guys, I feel like, yeah, it could, I don't know. I see him kind of like, not surviving that much longer. Like, not, you know what I mean? Being in prison is not such a good thing. Okay, for him. Okay. I don't want to like do anything on him because it's like whatever, I don't care about him. So okay, so then now let's talk about this package. So guys, is Trump? That's a good question. Is Trump gonna get a bailout? Is Can you imagine? Is Trump gonna get a bailout? Like how fucked up is that? Like if he gets a bailout. Okay, so is Trump gonna get is Trump, because that's it. They're trying to not give money to poor people, but will work out so that no hotels. Is he gonna get a bailout? I see them arm like Nancy arm wrestling. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I think they might put in some sort of modified thing because Trump is all about the grift. Okay, but it's not. So is Trump gonna get bailout money for his hotels? Truth revealed. Okay. Oh, I have to go. Oh, really? Oh no, what happened? What happened? What happened to him? This is a bad invitation. Like there's something comes. Okay, so here he is, the older man. Okay, the child or something new. Okay, there he is. And the money. That's right. He was a new opportunity for me to make money. And don't you think it's good? I like it. I like it. I like it. But look, the negotiations break down. Break it down. Break it down. So, oh no. Oh, look, the military. Weird, like the law. Okay, attacks. So interesting. Okay, so wow, this is a mistake. Gotta be okay. Younger woman. Oh, the doctor. Look. Oh, that's right. The people that are sick. Okay, so desperate. Interesting. I feel like, guys, if they tried to, I don't know, I think they could modify it, okay? Because what it suggests here is that, okay, again, if it comes, there's more. This today is not about, do this. The question I ask almost every time, which is about this, but this, like something coming out, okay, him leaving, and a promise that is not kept. Sometimes this is like, how the guy this card, especially like this, is he's a con artist or like the romantic guy's like, oh, I think you're a beautiful girl. Like, fake, it's like a fake promise. Okay. So you know what I mean? So then you have, this is also could be the elderly. Okay. And so they're saying that, okay, there's a disagreement here when information comes out. This is the enemy. He's doing something against us. And this is now the military upside down. It could mean that either the military gets involved or that it's illegal, whatever that is. Okay. And this is like a lack of experience, but also something that could be aborted, not literally aborted, but like like a not a abortion thing, but just saying like something that has to be stopped because there's people who are really sick, and a card of desperation, in other words. So so this is very urgent. I don't think that this is about him. I think he is desperate, but I think in this case it looks like it's too much. Okay. It is even too much. We'll see how it finalizes, but either they do it so that it has to be pushed much further down the line, but it's like he is pretty desperate. Okay. I mean, can you imagine this the situation like this? He wants to do that. And it's not as if these hotels are actual hotels. It's all about money laundering. It's not as if like, oh, he's running a legit hotel, or he cares about the business that he runs. No, he doesn't. He never does. Okay. So next, okay, so this is so what's gonna happen to this? It's gonna be the first thing. There's gonna be more, but I think, guys, and I think this is what I feel like it's gonna be this time, and then there may be some sort of stop because of the they have to like do something about the senators. This is really serious, guys. That Rand Paul has it, and all that to make sure that it's cleaned out and everything like that. I don't know exactly how it's gonna work, but I'm getting a National Guard. Okay, so it's a serious situation because they may have, they have to think about who could be in charge if this kind of stuff happens. And I see Pence cuffing. Okay, they said that they P tested negative. I don't know that I believe it, guys. Like I said, or who knows if this is, he could have tested positive, but he's around people like Rand Paul. Who knows? Okay, So it's a matter of time. Okay, so it's saying as things get more serious, like Trump's cynicism and his exploitation of the most vulnerable and it looks very bad. And I see Turtle like coughing like crazy. Okay, is Mitch McConnell sick? Is he gonna get sick? I almost, because I feel like he looks. Is he sick with coronavirus? Because that's what I feel like. Oh my God. Hmm. This is like something aggressive, and this is illusion. Okay, and this is okay could create an ending. Okay. Oh. Mm, conversation. A painful revelation. Okay, so contempt. Sorry, I'm just gonna get in here. So I think he's trying to do what he can to kill it. Okay, to kill the thing. But look, guys, the weapons. You see, like cutting so I feel like I said, he wants to cut out. I think he knows he needs to go into sort of quarantine, but I think he wants to kind of eliminate some things in this deal. This conversations, gossip, negative revelation, contempt, discovery, money, lack of loyalty, and meanings. So I just feel like I think they want to try, guys, they want to try to like honestly harm people before something happens. I don't know that he will. Honestly, it's unclear to me. He does look like he's sick. We'll see. It's so unprecedented. Okay. So guys, now let me get to this is just I was not expecting to do this, but I just had to. So let me go back to the questions that I had. Is this a big picture? Because guys, don't you think it's kind of weird? It's like, wow, finally we have some sort of karma. Is this real? Okay, so I'm just reading here from what I posted earlier. The astrologers had interesting insights about what's going on, and there I get this newsletter from a person named Anne Ortley, and it was somebody in the group named Patrice. I know actually I don't know. It's funny, Patrice in Portuguese, that's a she name. So I think it's okay. So I can't tell in English. I don't know if sometimes I don't know why I say this, but yeah. Anyway, so okay, astrologers cast charts to describe moment in time. Okay, sacred times ahead. Okay, when the Aries ingress chart is cast for Washington D.C., we find Sun in the fourth house of home and family, Leo ruling the ninth house of religion and higher education. The aspects invite us to stay home, look inward, examine our unspoken feelings and thoughts. It's time to grapple with our spiritual purpose and to study our own lives and the guides all around us. Okay, so so just here at the beginning, for years, astrologers have been talking about 2020, 2021, the dramatic changes indicated by configurations in the heavens. In my own conversations with clients over the past year, I've kept asking folks to think back November 1982 through spring 1983, late 1990, through early 1991, the year 2000, and December 2007 through January 2008. Now squish all these energies together and you will have some sense of the big cycle starting now. It begins this week. So is this, first of all, is this like, I think yeah, they're saying, yes, there's a big cleansing, but I'm just going to ask really the questions about this as far as the group or the group of people who watch me in general. What does this mean for us? Okay. It means sit your ass down, focus, get a routine going, and get ready for, it's saying 75 days. Oh my God, it's crazy. It took a long time, 2.5 months or something. And then after 2.5 months, everything will be renewed. I mean, it's not that it's gonna end completely immediately, but we're going to see a lot of changes that we didn't want to make. So putting all things aside, it's almost like you have this period saying you have a period of transformation that it may feel scary. There's scary things, maybe some negative outcomes, you're losing some jobs for a little while, but it's saying that there is a moment of the new beginning. Essentially, after this, it's a new beginning. So almost is saying it's not that we're going to celebrate it, but there's something like think forward. Like what do you need to let go of? it's kind of like a greater spring cleaning in your house, in your life, and in the world at large. You know, they're like, the world's like, I don't need the Red Bull, maybe. I don't need other, you know what I mean? Like that kind of, okay? So what can we do in the midst of this? What can each one of us do? Center, routine, and close your eyes and turn off the television, spend a moment in silence, okay? And then do what you can with what you have. The suggestion is this. So of course, you know, if you're a billionaire, you want to donate money to people who need it. You want to get medical masks done. You want to do all of it, okay? And if you can sew some masks, help. Do what you can. Like I said, don't put yourself at risk if you don't have to, especially if you're, you know, the risk group, okay? And so this is it, okay? Think about this in the bigger scale of things, okay? And it's saying this is the beginning. It may be that you don't know exactly what to do now, but you will know what to do later, okay? And this is also a message I received before, guys. I was talking to somebody during the week, and that this is the moment where you there may be people in your life, let's say quote unquote Trump supporters and or others who may be at a loss as to what the hell's going on. And I think you may be the person who may help them to kind of like give them a hand as we get close, not now necessarily, but towards, you know, in the ending, kind of like as it's nearing an end, and we see that there have been a lot of changes, because they're saying this is much bigger than our minds can grapple, okay? And so keep safe, take care of yourself, because it's going to be a rough, like kind of like a rough ride, okay? And that don't try to understand it always in logic, because it's too overwhelming. You get like short circuits if you try. Just take it one day at a time if you can, okay? And it's like, of course, you turn on the news, is going to be awful all the time because the news are awful. Keep keep it to a minimum, and keep it to news that are relevant to your local area, because there may be, sometimes they close certain businesses, or there's rules and laws and so forth. So that's what it says, okay? Okay, next. Then now, what is outside of our control? This is an interesting question, because I know what myself and others would say, oh my God, when is Trump going to leave? What? It's too big. So, okay, but what is outside of our control? The order of the events, the way they happen, the magnitude of events. Okay, so you can't predict something. No one can predict it. They're like laughing like you, like me, in the sense that even if you quote unquote predict something, it seems like, wow, kind of crazy. But what you're going to see, a lot of powerful figures taken down, a lot of, the way that those people resisted change, or that they stood for the past, they're going to have to be removed by a higher force in some way. So that's what is happening, okay? So don't worry. It's like people, okay, then I think, okay, some sort of conspiracy. No, don't worry about that. It is a scientific, it's spread, but it's spread in this way through people who traveled, and in some ways wealthier people who are able to travel, and it's a long story, but they're saying that it doesn't choose classes, okay? And there's no real way to completely avoid it. And it's saying that a lot of these powerful, wealthy people, they feel like nothing could happen to them. So it happens. And so it's people, there's going to be an ongoing shock, okay? And I say here, Trump's going to be caught wanting to put money in his pocket. Is not going to work quite as easily as he expected. So it's saying that it's just that the order of events, it's like it's saying try to control what you can, which is your routine, your day, your space, things you can do. Turn on the news, don't let the news control you, or the scale of what is it saying? It's not destruction, scale of reorganizing, okay? Rebalancing scare you, okay? But like I said, it's beyond what you can understand. You only understand once it's pretty much done, okay? So how to let go and step into your role at the moment? How can we let go and step into the role at the moment? Just to say, you can sit, this is a really good time to quote unquote meditate. It's not meditate, but just call it closing your eyes for a few moments during the day, and asking yourself this question: how can I let go and step into my role? What is my role in this moment? And you can help, like I said, help your family, the close ones, do the best you can with what you have. Don't try to be like, go out there without a mask and try to like, help somebody, but then putting yourself at risk, because people around you need you. And and that's it. It's just a moment, because we're going to be so silent. Okay, cities are going to be more silent. Everything's going to be more silent. People are going to be forced to look inward. The things I've been talking about this for a while, but now it makes a lot of sense. So it's just that, get ready for it. It's like, you know, the tower card, really, that's what it is. Everything falling apart. Nothing, things that don't need to be there, they fall apart. And so in a way, that is a good thing. So that is a message. Okay, so interesting. So okay, guys, so I'm gonna go because I have appointment, okay, soon. But I just wanted to share this. I thought it's, you know, interesting. So okay, so I'll see you tomorrow, Monday. Okay, all right, I'm gonna stop here and then post. Okay, all right, bye, have a good evening.